each other. You just know how to push all my buttons. Moved out of town and I erased your number, but still I find myself calling in the middle of the night, and there is nothing I can do. I am madly drawn to you. I know you feel the same. You got my heartstrings tangled, tangled up. You got my heartstrings vibrating for you now. There's something more, but you don't want to admit it. Whoa, we're perfectly opposite. You got my heartstrings tangled, tangled up. You got my heartstrings vibrating for you now. There's something more, but you don't want to admit it. Whoa, we're perfectly I try to fight you off, but it's so useless. You circle around me like the moon around the earth, always ending with a kiss. I'm clueless. We pretend that we don't really care at all, and there is nothing I can do. I am madly drawn to you. I know you feel the same. You got my heartstrings tangled, tangled up. You got my heartstrings vibrating for you now. There's something more, but you don't want to admit it. Whoa, we're perfectly opposite. You got my heartstrings tangled, tangled up. You got my heartstrings vibrating for you now. There's something more, but you don't want to admit it. Whoa, we're perfectly like two magnets, we are drawn to each other. You just know how to push all my buttons. Moved out of town and I erased your number, but still I find myself calling in the middle of the night, and there is nothing I can do. I am madly drawn
Okay, I'm here. I'm here. Oh, the ad isn't even done? What happened? Somebody made chaos? What happened? Oh, Calyx, you're causing chaos and little dude approves. 10 out of 10, I approve too. Hi, everyone. How's it going? Do y'all think I'm prepared? And if so, are you sure that you're in the right place? Because I am never prepared. How's it going, though? I hope all's well in everybody's corner of the world. I am never prepared. Sometimes I'm close, but not really. There's that. Oh my gosh. Who did the thing? Steampunk! Thank you for the resub, I appreciate it. I love your face! Okay, let's do it. It's hot here. That is all. There is nothing else except it is hot here. Yeah. Like, really hot. Like... Yeah. Let's see, it's currently... 89 Fahrenheit, feels like 96, so it feels like about 35 degrees Celsius. And it's actually 31.1, but feels about 36. Oh my gosh! Spoopy, hello, how are you? I hope all's well in your corner of the world. Hello. How's it going? I would like 70 degrees, Shay, please. Air pollution alert. Oh gosh, that makes it worse. Spoopy, hi! Do I know that you streamed? Yeah, I do know that you stream. Hi, Sam! How's it going? It was 96 yesterday. Ugh. Yeah, it's supposed to be in the mid to high 90s all week. Dwelling Willing, hello, welcome on in. I hope all is well in your corner of the world. Oh my gosh. Hi, Sam. Scooby, what were you doing today? What were you doing? What was your stream? What was you streaming? And I gotta get a poll up. Gotta get a poll up. What to do? That is the wrong button. That was viewing. What to do? Pineapple Rex? BBC character. Darren's beat a Death Dragon? Heck yeah, I've made like 2 of them. Now I'm slightly concerned if it was 2. Okay, Calyx, love your face. Do the things. But yeah, it's hot. That is all. Calyx goes on lurk and Jody comes on in. So I've got an update about the fiber I ordered. Streaking 30 times through chat. Oh my gosh, Steampunk. I approve. Just throwing that out there. I approve. So the lady continued to insist that she sent it out, right? And either way, she sent it out after the date that she marked shipped, right? So I actually officially opened a case with Etsy last night, right? Right before going to bowling, like maybe 10 minutes before bowling. And, yeah, Etsy jumped on that. Like, I feel like I could swear at that moment, but I'm not gonna. So, I, contacted Etsy, said I never received my item. And I could because the guaranteed date was like Friday at the latest. So the ideal resolution, I put date of shipping. My message was, my items were labeled as shipped on May the 30th. There was no tracking included. Estimated delivery was June 4th. Hi, Hoizen. How are you? I hope all's well in your corner of the world. Welcome on in. Estimated delivery was June the 4th to June the 14th. On June 15th, seller sent a photo of the label as proof of shipping, not a shipping receipt. Multiple other reminders or requests to spend more money were also sent previously. Immediately after doing that, Etsy escalated the case for a review. Immediately. Like, I hit submit, and then, like, a couple seconds later, I got that. A couple minutes later, Etsy closed the case. Thank you for your patience with this process. At this time, Etsy has decided to intervene and issue a refund for your order. They did not take the funds out from the shop owner, unfortunately. I honestly think at this point they should have, because I don't think she actually shipped it. And after Jody told me that she read through some of the reviews of the shop, I went and looked, and it looked like anything international, the package was lost. Yeah. Mousy! Hi, Mousy. Yeah, at least I got a refund. Etsy does say that if she did by chance ship it, I can keep it. No worries. This was in the UK. And Jody, you bought from her, and you received yours in a really timely fashion. So, like, it's anything international, she loses the package. Like, no, not she. She does not. The postal service loses the package. Everything that was shipped within the UK arrives on time and is fantastically packaged. Yeah. 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 Oh, look, I spun some yarn. I officially finished it. Is it perfect? No, but nothing handmade is. Yeah, if you don't ship out of the UK, just turn it off. It's easy. I would not be heartbroken. Different shipping prices. She says that she can't. Like, yeah. And she says in one of the messages, if you want me to, I can tell you what she specifically said. Ooh, Pineapple Rex? Heck yeah. Thank you for not tying it, everybody. I appreciate that. So, and one of the first things that she sent on May the 29th, I'll ship the next few days. It's not a tracked service. Standard service is Royal Mail, second class in the UK, and Royal Mail Standard or Global Economy for overseas orders, which can take 2 to 8 weeks. Then why did you mark it shipped before you shipped it and have it set to be delivered in 2 weeks? I strongly advise that you purchase the tracking upgrade. This is fully insured, fast service, and I will add extra to your order to offset the cost of shipping. However, I reserve the right to use couriers as and when it suits my business. Then she thanks me again. And then she's like, oh, here's hoping you and your loved ones can stay safe. If there's anything else I can buy for you or you need, blocks of soap or anything, please message me and I will see if I can help at any time. I look after my customers even between orders. Yeah. Then she's like, within 5 working days, and then she goes on to complain that this is as fast as she can do it. She's only one person. running a business, even 14 hours a day at busy times, dispatch can be a week. It's understandable. I don't care about shipping. What I cared about is knowing the actual date that you shipped. Right? Happy to get out rush orders if you need it. Some larger customer orders may take a few days longer. If you need your order for a particular time or date, let me know. All orders come with extras. Technically, then it's not extras if I'm paying, right? Yeah. I care very much about the environment, so I use recycled packaging if at all possible. Yeah. Get off my yarn! Hello, popping in and say hi. We'll have on in the background. Ooh, no migraine. Go away, migraine. I shall send you all the healing migraine stuff. Vibes. Yes. So there has been issues with her shipping that has made it to the US also. Right? Where the packaging was just not the best. So then, I also sell vintage jewelry and fabrics, and you may find pieces of jewelry or beads for crafting as extra gifts. I don't care about extra gifts. What I care about is my package getting. Not yet. Etsy says I cannot leave a review yet, but I will. Then she goes on, if you ordered this, yeah. Please note that my standard shipping is not tracked. Mama Fader! We're working on the Pineapple Rex today. To enable it to be affordable and to provide one shipping rate worldwide. Then she goes on, if you want your parcel to be tracked and signed for, please buy the shipping upgrade from my shop and let me know you are doing so. I will then send with a tracking number. Please note that if your order is particularly bulky or heavy, depending on the value of the order and destination country, I may ask on occasion that you pay an extra contribution. You can't charge me more after the fact I bought it. Right? So all of the stuff that I'm reading is literally not allowed on Etsy. Mama Fader, Etsy gave me my money back for that package from the UK that has never been shipped. Then she's like, oh, this is my full-time job, not a hobby. I have to keep careful eye on my overhead. Yeah, exactly, Jody, where? And plus, if I really wanted it, I would have bought that, right? So, like, she keeps going on and on about, like, me buying upgraded shipping. If upon receiving your order you have any questions, contact me first. You could contact me here on Etsy by email, with her email, or by phone with her phone number. Who gives their phone number out to a complete stranger in a different country, no less? Always happy to help and have many items for sale that are not yet listed. So, 3 days ago, on Saturday, here's your proof of postage, which is literally just the shipping label stuck on a package in a picture. That's not a shipping receipt or anything. That's just proof of postage, not putting it in the mail. So then I kindly message about how reading all the info never stated how the package would be shipped in any of your listings. Only a date range that would be received by. I've sold on Etsy for years before closing my shop. Each time I made sure to update the shipping for each country I sent to. Then I go how she included stuff that is not cool. This was made up, the shipping label was made up on the 29th of May and was picked up on the 4th of June. Okay, if I was supposed to get this package the earliest, the 4th of June, which is how many days after? Like, not even a week after, right? Like, 7 days after? Why'd you mark it down that it got shipped out the 4th of June? Or, not shipped out. Yeah, you marked out that you shipped it out the 29th of May. And then she's like, oh, I'm disabled. And this is your business, though. You should hold the highest great for your business. But whatever. So because of that, I got looking, and one of the colors was like this. Actually, let me look. Let me grab it. I don't even know where it is. Let me go back to my purchases. Because I want to show. And I will badmouth this shop. We all know that. Don't buy from this person. Okay, this is one that specifically I wanted. I didn't reorder yet. So this is one that I wanted. See the colors? Right? It's an Alice in Wonderland colorway, right? It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. This is one that I really, truly wanted. Without a doubt. So I got looking, and this is a different one. This is a different one. This is gorgeous. Literally the same colors. Yeah. So I'm probably going to order this. What's sad, though, is the safety eyes I ordered off AliExpress are supposed to be here starting tomorrow. Like, from tomorrow till Friday. Yeah. Yep. They took less than a week. And they might have came from China. But look at my yarn I spun. It's so pretty. AliExpress. I can grab. So I'm obsessed with AliExpress for safety eyes, and I ordered a bunch. Yeah. There is one shop that I totally love. Right here. Cornflower. Why is it loading so long? But so this is one of them, right? Because I like the glitter backgrounds. 10 sets of 3D safety eyes for $4.35. And then AliExpress does these things that if you don't get it within X amount of time, they'll give you a coupon. Or they'll refund part of it. But yeah. You can get, like, additional eyelash pieces for any safety eye. But yeah, I ordered some of these, and I ordered a couple other places, too. Now, I'm not gonna say that they come really quick all the time, but they do come pretty quick. These are the posable things. Ready for a nap? Mama Fader, it is super duper extra hot here, and I am no bueno about it. No, the eyes are not scratched. So if you ever see... Oh, wrong button. Hold on, let me grab some. So if you ever see me with them out and I pick one up... Well, that one's a bad one to pick up. They actually have a film that comes over all of them to protect them. I've never had one that was scratched. Also, this is about 289 yards. This one is. Oh, yeah, Amazon does, like, those sellers don't really... Yeah. They have great ones, but you gotta just be careful. Hey, let me get this. Yeah, and that's not okay. So that shop that I just showed, Cornflower something or other, I don't remember the whole name. They used to be on Etsy, and I was buying off of Etsy. And then they shut down their Etsy and went to AliExpress. So that's that shop that I was just showing. There's a couple other shops that I buy from too, but it's mainly this one. Also, my chaotic brain told me I could not work on something. Specifically, the Moonlight Market. Right now. Because I'm mad at myself about that. Jody? You're gonna just Cross your eyes at me. Shake your head. So I've been working. This is what I've been working on at work. Hi, Reese Cup. How's it going? I hope all's well in your corner of the world. How cute is this? It's adorable. There's gonna be an eyeball in the center. Yes. Yes, it's gonna happen. Yes, I do. Of course. And I want to update my pattern command because I am not working on that. I am working on this. There we go. Hi, Action. How's it going? I hope all's well in your corner of the world. Oh, man, Reese Cup. I feel so bad for you. So this... Oh, look. My thing came in. Mama Fader bought. It's a lot nicer than the other one that I had. And this one is approximately 16. Like, it doesn't quite fit 20. But 16 is where all of it fits. So it's about, according to this, about sport weight. It is wicked hot here. I am not okay with this heat. So that's my current yarn. I have nothing on the bobbin right now. Back and forth. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, Mama Fader. Stay cool. Stay cool. I don't know how warm it is there, but let me tell you, it's too hot here. Ooh, I want to see. Let me put my stitch marker back in. Yeah, it's like 90 or 88 feels like. Oh my gosh, Mousy, this is gorgeous. I can't wait. So, I'm gonna open all three. That's what it's gonna be. These colors are amazing. Is this like the different stitches? Oh, that's a pretty minder. Oh, it's a box kit? Awesome. So this is what it's gonna be. This is gonna be gorgeous. And this is the fabric. Did it come with this too, the other things? Fabric and thread pack. Oh, these are gorgeous too. Look at the mushrooms. Oh, this one's for the mushroom sale. Wait, what's the mushroom sale? I need details. Tell me. Okay, you got the thread holder separate. It's gorgeous too. Like, look at it. We gotta zoom in on it. And this one's cute too. Look at that teddy bear. Yeah, I need details on that. Oh, wait, before I forget, do I mark another finish for the blue yarn? I can't remember. Do we do it? I think I just ask every time anyway. Kind of want to design some fingerless gloves for it. What do we think? Maybe? But it is, like I said, it's about a sport borderlining DK. And I had exactly 6 inches left off of the, only one of the bobbins. Oh, that's cute! I like the fabric. Why can't I scroll in? That's awesome. Does it have like a link to everything you need? Oh, recommended fabric.